Unsustainable patterns of consumption and production are one of the main causes of climate change, biodiversity loss, and pollution. These crises and related environmental degradation threaten human well-being and hold back progress on sustainability. The United Nations University Institute for the Advanced Study of Sustainability, or UNU-IAS, brings together 188 regional centers of expertise on education for sustainable development, or RCEs, worldwide, multi-stakeholder networks that work to promote education for sustainable development, or ESD, at the local level. Between 2015 and 2019, an international initiative scaled up ESD at all levels and in all areas of education, known as the Global Action Programme on ESD. During this crucial period, RCEs led a variety of initiatives towards achieving the 17 Sustainable Development Goals, or SDGs. Because RCE activities are focused on sustainable development through education, all of these projects were tied to SDG 4, Quality Education, and specifically Target 4.7, Education for Sustainable Development. Of these projects, 115 focused on SDG 12 across 31 countries. 51% of these projects had a particular focus on curriculum development. RCE Czechia implemented a project on Education for Sustainable Consumption. It focused on enhancing curriculum to drive changes in consumer behavior, helping to minimize and reorient consumption to reduce its environmental impacts.
We have developed, tested, and disseminated comprehensive educational materials about sustainable consumption within the EcoSchool network, which includes more than 400 schools in the Czech Republic. And the Ministry of Environment has certified our methodology and offered it to other schools as well.
A project on bamboo production, rehabilitation and processing by RCE Ilocos in the Philippines trained local bamboo farmers and entrepreneurs on bamboo technologies.
One of the issues that inhibits sustainable production and consumption of bamboo is the limited dissemination of bamboo technologies in rural communities. To foster responsible production and consumption of bamboo, I go to far-flung communities to empower people through the conduct of bamboo seminars and trainings. This is to increase their knowledge on bamboo production, management, rehabilitation, and processing, which would give them a sustainable source of livelihood while protecting the environment through bamboo planting.
With increased digitalization and economic growth, e-waste is a cause of concern globally. According to the most recent data from the UNU report published in 2020, global e-waste is surging and has risen 21% in just 5 years. In 2019, only 17.4% of e-waste was collected and recycled. The Electronic Waste Management Project by RCE Greater Nairobi focused on turning e-waste into a resource through recycling, thus creating income-generating activities.
In my 2 decades of being in the sector of e-waste, I have identified 2 gaps. 1, lack of qualified e-waste managers, and 2, lack of innovative ways to process e-waste. We have set up a training center, developed a curriculum where we are upskilling the informal sector and also engaging the youth in learning in the best practices, innovative solutions, and also adaptation of the circular economy.
Most RCE projects on sustainable consumption and production were led by higher education institutions. One such project, coordinated by the University of Vermont, spanned diverse geographies, climate, and cultures. It was a joint project by RCE Puerto Rico and RCE Greater Burlington, who worked together across Puerto Rico and the United States. Vermont is a relatively rural state, featuring small hill farms with rich agricultural heritage. Due to its mountainous geography, pressure from other land uses, and labor shortages, small farm viability is under threat in a climate-changing world.
In Vermont, we identified 8 farmers who were thriving even in difficult conditions. So this project was really all about interviewing these farmers, observing their operations, and trying to target the key elements of resiliency. The whole idea of small farms thriving is connecting them deeply with their food systems. It's really embedding the farm in this social ecological system, which is key.
In Puerto Rico, approximately 85% of the food is imported. Vulnerability to food insecurity increases when access to mainland resources is restricted due to extreme events such as hurricanes and tropical storms. This project focused on peer-to-peer knowledge sharing on small farm resilience in environments rich in natural resources.
In this project, and collaboratively with RCE Greater Burlington, we were really interested in taking a participatory approach to gather that information in the co-production of knowledge with these farmers, this peer-to-peer knowledge of working in these diverse cultures and geographies. And doing that in these two different geographies allowed us to find overlap between the cultures and places, but also pick out some differences that are really particular to the social ecological circumstances of the Northeast versus the Caribbean.
These are just a few examples of the diverse projects on sustainable consumption and production implemented by RCEs. Through action at the local level, they have empowered communities to adopt sustainable practices, conserve natural resources, and reduce their carbon footprint. They illustrate how education drives change and contributes to building a more sustainable future for all.